Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles the Banser, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. And we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. Let's get straight into this episode here. So there was a show that was published by Fox Sports Radio yesterday, and I think they were filling in for the odd couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington. And you had Rob G, who's a Laker fan. Shout out to Rob G. I like him. And Monse Balonis. And the topic of the show was Rob G questions the NBA's LeBron James obsession after the schedule dropped. So during this show, they were essentially trying to figure out, why is the NBA still so focused on LeBron when you can be promoting teams like the Knicks, the Spurs, the players like Victor Wembanyama, Jalen Brunson, these guys who are bringing in audience, new people, new eyeballs to watch the games. We've already seen LeBron. We know what we're going to get with LeBron. It's the same people that are coming back to watch this guy every single year in and year out. What's the reluctance of the NBA to just say, hey, man, let's move on? So while that was going on, the lady on the show, again, let me just give her proper shout out, Monse Balonos, and Rob G. But she also said they started getting to the part about how LeBron James ruined the NBA because he made it cool to not compete. He made it cool to not try in all-star games because Kobe Bryant embarrassed him in the All-Star. I'm kidding you not. They said this. I mean, it was actually, matter of fact, I don't want to waste your time. I just want to get to the audio. Before we even get into that, today's video is brought to you by sponsor, Kachava. Now, before we continue, let me tell you something. This year, I got serious about taking care of my body, my training, my nutrition, all of it. Nothing extreme. I just wanted to take better care of myself. But my days get busy between work, moving around, taking care of my daughter, trying to go to the gym, buying groceries. Life fills up fast. And when it does, nutrition is the first thing to fall apart. I would skip meals, grab whatever was easy, and feel it by the afternoon. Then I started using Kachava's new travel pack. Just one packet gives you complete nutrition ready for life to go on. Plant-based protein, fiber, greens, vitamins, probiotics, omegas, electrolytes, and more. No artificial flavors, no sweeteners, no soy, no gluten, no preservatives, and no animal products. All the nutrition my body craves in one delicious shake, packed to go. It keeps my energy steady all day, and more importantly, it actually tastes amazing. If you have been meaning to take better care of yourself, this is the easiest place to start. Take your daily ritual with you. Go to Kachava.com and use code DREAMERS for 15% off your first order. That's Kachava, Kachava.com, code DREAMERS. Okay, perfect. I want you guys to get your popcorn ready because this is fireworks. Take a listen to what they said here on Fox Radio.
And you mentioned that you don't think that the impact he's had on the league recently especially has been positive. Mm-hmm. I will say for our purposes, like sports media, he's been a godsend.
Oh, of course.
Because he's a lightning rod. People love to hate him one way or the other.
Right.
So it's great. If we can do a LeBron James topic and it makes sense, we're probably going to do it on FS1, on Fox Sports Radio, whatever your outlet is. But if I'm just talking in the business of basketball and the NBA, I could argue pretty easily everything about the LeBron James era of the NBA, his entire legacy, outside of him individually and his own success, has been negative. Okay, here's why. Number one, and this is in no order, player empowerment. Mm-hmm. There is not a single fan who likes player empowerment because what happens is you ultimately have situations like these Sixers where you have all the stars trying to join up on one team. Kevin Durant jumping to a 73-win Warriors team, right? James Harden putting on a fat suit for 6 weeks so he can get himself traded somewhere else, right? Like, it flies in the face of competition. Everything that we love about sports is your best, my best. We're going to go ahead and see what happens. Now it's your best and his best. We're all going to come together, and then we can make a better team, and then we're just going to run roughshod over everybody else. So that's number one. Number two, he made it seem like uncool to try at the All-Star game. Mm-hmm. Like, before LeBron James became the face of the league when it was still, Kobe, and then before that, Shaq and Jordan, Magic, like going backwards, they would try hard for maybe 50% of the game. Like maybe right in the beginning and definitely right at the end. Once LeBron became the unquestioned face of the league, everybody's like, well, I don't want to embarrass myself. Mm-hmm. The last thing I want is for Tracy McGrady to throw off the backboard and dunk on me. Like, I don't want that to happen. So
because LeBron was embarrassed by Kobe.
Exactly. So
that's what led to, that was the beginning.
So I would rather not even try than risk getting embarrassed. And here's another one. This is a smaller one, but back in the day, in the early 2000s, even in the late 90s, flopping was something that was reserved for European players.
Mm-hmm.
Vlade Divac, Manu Ginobili, to a very, very lesser extent, like Tony Kukoc. Like, they were seen as, they weren't as athletic, they weren't as big and strong and fast as the American players. So that was their way of gaming the system. Once LeBron James made it cool for an American star, not just an American star, the best player in the league, to be like, all right, I will fling my head back and style this call. I will take a dive. I'll act like I hit in the eye and then cover my eye and then look for the camera real quick. Like, you saw that video.
It's so good.
Like, then it became, all right, well, Chris Paul's going to do it. James Harden's going to do it. And now everybody does it. And now it's part of the game. Now it's like soccer in the NBA. So if I'm the NBA at large, Adam Silver and the schedule makers and all these guys, I'm like, why am I, first and foremost, kowtowing to a guy who hasn't really been that impactful recently, relatively to the big picture? Like, he's not winning championships anymore. He's not at the top of the standings anymore like he used to be back in the day, number one. And number two, why do I continue to bend over backwards to a man whose long-term legacy is just as negative as it is positive in the eyes of basketball fans?
In everything you just said, and I don't know if this was your message to get across, because LeBron changed the competitive nature of the NBA from top to bottom. And that is what sucks the most about this. The player empowerment, it's like there's a few games throughout the regular season that maybe the players will compete at their highest, but that's why the NBA implemented the in-season tournament to try and get some competitive games, because everybody was just waiting for the end of the season to get on a run and get into the postseason. And once they got into the postseason and their seat is locked, they don't even care anymore.
Right.
Like, that all changed with LeBron James. It really did.
So you heard what they had to say. We all know this. You know who else said this recently? Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett. This will never be discussed because there's so many fanboys and fangirls in media. If you go through the comments of that video, I'll just read through some of the comments, okay? I'll just read through some of the comments. Another guy said, one person said, let's talk about the real elephant in the room, how the NBA protecting the fact that he's clearly on juice. Another guy said, I'm glad y'all are not afraid to cover this. I'll just go through the comments. Y'all need to keep Rob G. The show is much better with much better with more Rob G. Another guy said, this is why I know Adam Silver never drug tested LeBron James. Another person, excellent take by you. Another person said, this might be this might be the realest, honest take I've ever heard on this show. Another person said, the NBA is failing to promote their young stars. They're clinging to their day of life of LeBron James, Steph, and Kevin Durant. Shaking my head. Another person said, this is the realest take in ages of media. Rob G is the media truth teller. Another person, question is, why do you guys keep talking about LeBron? That's them. Even though they already explained it. Another person said, the funny thing is these people who hate LeBron be the ones that are most obsessed without him. That's a lie. Another person wrote, preach. Another person wrote, finally, honest LeBum take. And this is on Fox Sports Radio. This ain't on Dreamers Pro. This ain't on Dreamers Pro's channel. This is Fox Sports Radio saying this. And I think what's going to happen is this. When this guy retires, you're going to see a lot more honest takes from people in media. Now they have blanketed the media with their guys. So it's seldom you get an unfiltered. You would never in your wildest imagination have someone give this kind of opinion on ESPN. They can't have a job there. You're not allowed to give these kind of opinions. But people are getting fed up. And it's true. He took away the comp, but we know this already. We know this. That's why whenever the grind got tough for LeBron, he ran. There's no other way to say it. Whenever the grind got tough, he either failed or he ran or quit. These are facts. He couldn't win in Cleveland, so he ran to Miami. Then they took his cookies. He couldn't deal with that. He ran from Miami to Cleveland. Then he was getting his ass whooped in Cleveland. What did he do? He ran again to LA. And now when he's in LA and things didn't go the way he wanted, get the contract he wanted, what did he do? He ran again to Philly, to another super team. This is it. Always cheating the grind, man. Always cheating the grind. It's disgusting. And then his fans act like, nobody's played as much. Do you know Michael Jordan, LeBron James have played almost exactly the same amount of top 75 All-Stars in the finals? His dumbass fans don't even know that. LeBron has played with 75 All-Stars. How many did Michael Jordan play with? If Michael Jordan's era is trash, that means the players he played with were trash too. LeBron's era is not trash, so how come he couldn't win more? If he's the GOAT. If he's the GOAT, why he couldn't win more? Because competition was, then you're not the GOAT. You're not the GOAT then. How are you on this level when there's a dude in the NBA that got as many rings as you on your own time span? And you can't say it was because of Kevin Durant because he won without KD 2 times. Stephen Curry did 2 times. 2 times. They don't even mention Stephen Curry. I'll leave it to y'all.